Imagine a world where the study of the human mind was a mere philosophical debate. Then, enter Wilhelm Wundt, born in 1832 in the small village of Neckarau in Germany. As a child, Wundt was deeply curious and introspective, always eager to understand the world around him. This insatiable curiosity would fuel his educational journey, leading him to the prestigious University of Heidelberg, where he pursued medicine. However, Wundt found his fascination lay not in the physical, but in the abstract realms of the human mind. This interest was a beacon that guided him away from traditional medical practices and into the then uncharted territory of psychology. His passion for understanding the intricacies of human consciousness and behavior remained undeterred in the face of skepticism. Little did he know that his curiosity would lead him to become the father of modern psychology. The year is 1879 and Wundt makes a pivotal move that will shape the future of psychology. Picture this, if you will. The world is in the grip of the Industrial Revolution, science is making leaps and bounds, and in the heart of Germany, Wilhelm Wundt is about to make history. Wundt, already a respected intellectual, takes a radical step. He establishes the first psychology laboratory at the University of Leipzig. Not a laboratory in the sense you might imagine, with test tubes and Bunsen burners, but a place of mental exploration, where the mysteries of the human mind are to be scientifically investigated. This is a groundbreaking moment. Until this point, the study of the mind has been largely philosophical, a realm of thought and theory. But Wundt, with his background in physiology and philosophy, sees the potential for a new approach. He believes that the human mind, like the physical world, can be studied through observation and experimentation. In this humble laboratory, Wundt sets out to dissect human consciousness, to break it down into its simplest elements. He wants to understand the basic building blocks of thought, perception, and emotion. This is no easy task, but Wundt is undeterred. With a small group of dedicated students, he begins conducting experiments. They use introspection, a technique where individuals report their own conscious experiences in response to specific stimuli. Wundt carefully records and analyzes these self-reports, looking for patterns and insights. It's important to remember that this is a time when psychology doesn't even exist as a separate discipline. It's a branch of philosophy, not seen as a field of its own. But Wundt's laboratory changes all that. It's here in these rooms that psychology is born as a distinct scientific field. Wundt's laboratory is not just a place of research, it's also a training ground for the next generation of psychologists, many of whom go on to make significant contributions in their own right. This marked the beginning of psychology as a separate and distinct field of study. Wundt's laboratory becomes the epicenter of a new scientific revolution, a place where the human mind is finally given the rigorous, scientific attention it deserves. Wundt had a revolutionary idea: to apply scientific methods to the study of the human mind. This seemingly simple idea was the spark that ignited a new era in the field of psychology. Wundt's innovative approach gave birth to a method known as introspection. Now, what is introspection? Well, it's essentially a process where individuals observe and report their own conscious experiences. Imagine sitting in a quiet room, eyes closed, attentively acknowledging your thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment. That's introspection. Now, you might wonder, how does self-observation translate into a scientific method? Here's where Wundt's genius kicks in. He trained individuals to only report the objective aspects of their experiences, such as the quality, intensity, and duration of their sensations in a controlled laboratory setting. This way, he aimed to reduce bias and increase the reliability of the introspective reports. But Wundt didn't stop there. He used introspection to develop a new psychological perspective known as structuralism. Structuralism, as the name suggests, is all about structure, specifically the structure of the human mind. Wundt believed that by using introspection, he could break down mental processes into their most basic elements, much like a chemist might break down a compound into its individual elements. His seminal work, Principles of Physiological Psychology, places significant emphasis on this approach. In it, Wundt argued that the mind could be studied scientifically by breaking down mental experiences into their basic elements, sensations and feelings, and then understanding how these elements combine to create our conscious experience. This was a watershed moment in psychology. By emphasizing introspection and structuralism, Wundt moved the field away from philosophical speculation and towards empirical study. This shift, this new way of understanding the human mind, marked the birth of psychology as a science. Wundt's introspection method marked a shift from philosophical speculation to empirical study in psychology. Not only did it lay the groundwork for modern psychology, but it also set the stage for future psychological theories and perspectives to emerge. Wundt's impact on psychology extends far beyond his research. His influence is as vast as the field itself, permeating every corner of psychology, from the classroom to the laboratory, from the pages of textbooks to the minds of those who follow in his footsteps. Wundt wasn't just a researcher, he was a teacher, a mentor, and a visionary who shaped the future of psychology. One of his most significant contributions was the founding of the first academic journal dedicated to psychology, Philosophische Studien. This journal wasn't just a platform for sharing research, it was a testament to Wundt's belief in the importance of open dialogue and collaboration in the field of psychology. By fostering a space where ideas could be exchanged and challenged, Wundt was instrumental in driving the field forward. But his influence didn't stop at the written word. Wundt was a mentor to many, shaping the minds of the next generation of psychologists. He believed in the power of education and the importance of nurturing curious minds. Among his students were some of the most influential figures in psychology, including Edward Titchener, who would go on to establish structuralism in America. Wundt's legacy is not just in his own work, but in the work of those he inspired. His commitment to rigorous scientific methodology, his unwavering belief in the importance of introspection, and his dedication to advancing the field of psychology have left an indelible mark. His influence can be seen in the diverse psychological approaches we study today, from cognitive psychology to behaviorism, from humanistic psychology to psychoanalysis. Wundt's influence is a testament to his vision and dedication. His work laid the foundations for modern psychology, shaping the way we understand the human mind and behavior. His legacy continues to inspire, challenge, and drive the field of psychology forward. Wundt's influence can be seen in the diverse psychological approaches we study today. Wundt's pioneering work laid the groundwork for the scientific discipline of psychology as we know it today. His revolutionary ideas stemmed from a simple yet powerful belief: the human mind, with all its complexities and nuances, could be studied scientifically, much like the physical world. This was a radical departure from the philosophical musings that had previously dominated the field. Wundt's establishment of the first psychology laboratory marked the birth of psychology as an independent discipline. This laboratory was not just a physical space, it was a symbol of the legitimization of psychology as a field of scientific inquiry. It was here that Wundt and his students applied rigorous methods of experimentation to explore the structures of conscious experience. His method of introspection, though not without its critics, underscored the importance of first-person experiences. It was a call to look inward, to observe and report one's conscious experiences. This was a significant shift from external observation to personal introspection, bringing a new perspective to the study of human consciousness. Wundt's influence extended beyond his own research. His students carried his teachings across the globe, shaping the future of psychology. His founding of the first academic journal dedicated to psychology underscored his commitment to the dissemination of psychological knowledge. But perhaps the most significant contribution of Wundt was his approach. His emphasis on rigorous experimentation and objective observation remains a cornerstone of psychological research today. He set a precedent for the empirical study of the human mind and behavior, paving the way for future psychologists and researchers. And so we end our journey into the life and contributions of Wilhelm Wundt, a true visionary in the realm of psychology. His legacy lives on in the countless minds he has inspired, in the countless lives he has touched. His work serves as a testament to the power of scientific inquiry and the relentless pursuit of understanding the complexities of the human mind.